What a fun time, man. Boys are out looking tonight.
There he is. He didn't go 50 yards. I just found him. Can you get over this?
Oh my God. Did that seriously just happen?
Welcome to the White Knuckle Web Show. Way back in February of 2018, I was presented with the opportunity to lease some land in southwest Wisconsin. I took a drive, and that day I fell in love with the property. Before I could hunt that, though, I had a score to settle with the fourth quarter. The fourth quarter was a buck that showed up on the property that I used to own for about 15 years. I still had access to hunt the property, so my goal became to kill the fourth quarter before I moved over to that property.
Absolute tank, just like I said.
The first night I hunted him, I had him in at 18 yards. There was just not enough camera light to get a good quality shot, so I elected to pass, knowing that the deer had been pretty predictable. We played cat and mouse over the next couple of weeks, and eventually I gave up on him because he changed his pattern and I wanted to get to my new lease. I hunted the balance of the 2018 season in southwest Wisconsin, and I also got a chance to go down and hunt with Todd. Unfortunately, because of EHD, there wasn't a whole lot to film down at Todd's. We had a great time, and I headed back to Wisconsin, hunted the remainder of the season, and really didn't accomplish a whole lot of anything other than a bunch of learning experiences. The night of October 4th, 2019 proved to be a pretty fun night. This guy, his name is Shorty, and I had pictures of him all throughout the summer of 2019. I got really close to killing him that night in October. He fed straight up the hill at me, came within 28 yards, and close to dark, the coyotes howled in the valley, and he ended up turning tail and running. I never saw him again, never got another picture of him again, and to this day, I still don't know if he's alive. The rest of October, I had some really good hunts. I just wasn't able to get anything in range.
It's October 30th. It's 36 degrees out right now. There's the remnants of snow on the north-facing slopes. We had probably 3 to 4 inches yesterday. I am headed to Madison, of all places. Not hunting this afternoon. I'm going to pick up Dana Monroe. Dana was on the White Knuckle podcast, and one of the things that really got my attention about her was her critical thought into why it was that she actually hunted. And the reason that she hunted was never really brought to light in the podcast that she was on, so I had her on ours. We got to talk about that. She's a student of the game. She's only done Western hunts. I'm just absolutely jacked, as you can tell, to have her in camp, and gonna head down to Madison right now and pick her up, and hopefully get back in time to shoot bow tonight. Make sure she's dialed in. Go over a few simple safety items as far as climbing a tree, because Dana's never climbed. She's climbed a tree. Lone Wolf sent her a stand, but she's never spent any time of significance in a lone wolf. So it's going to be, like I said to her, it's going to be a heck of a first date for her in a lone wolf tree stand. I don't really want to do it in the dark. So I think what we'll do is probably go in right at first light, get set up so that she can see everything, where it's at, how it's at, etc., and go from there. I've got a lifeline on every tree. Hunter Safety Systems was kind enough to hook me up with that, and we've got lone wolves set everywhere, all over the 1,200 or however many acres I've got. got plenty of stands set up. So we're going to be set with our inventory of stands and also set with lifelines. So we'll catch you guys at the airport probably.
I picked her up at the airport, and it was super cold, and I think I was a little bit nervous about putting her in a tree, knowing that we were expecting 4 to 6 inches of snow the next night.
Let's see your...
Dana made it up the tree that first morning without a problem. We hunted the property in different places for several hunts, and on the afternoon of November 1st, we climbed up in a tree, and things started to happen before we even got our gear off the ground.
There you go. I'm on him. Yeah. Go ahead. Wait till you get an opening. Meow. Okay, Dana, go down there and shoot him again.
I like have nothing ready. Oh my gosh, thank heavens I had my release in my pocket. I just barely hung my backpack up in the ladder stand, alright? And to my left I see a buck coming up, just coming up this little hill to feed into the corn. And you're still handing me my bow. We're getting it passed off in between all the ropes and everything. And he walks into the corn, totally unsuspecting, and put an arrow in him. I thought it was a lot better than that, but I got another one in him, really perfect shot. It just, the puff of air just right out of his lungs. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, that's crazy. It's crazy to witness that close. Oh my gosh.
What do you think?
I'm very happy. So cool. So cool. My little buck. My first deer. Oh, I'm so excited. It's been a lot of work. Lots of work.
Watching Dana kill her first deer was probably one of the greatest privileges that I've ever had afield. After Dana left, I got to have a few hunts to myself, and it would be on the morning of November the 16th that I got a phone call. And that phone call was from Travis Homley, and he said, "Hey, we need a cameraman for David Blanton." David and I met that afternoon. We were hunting a brand new property. After that first hunt, David and I talked and decided we needed to make a move, and we had to make that move in the dark the next morning. So I grabbed some lone wolves, and we headed out that next morning, and the rest is history.
There's a bug. There's a bug. There's a bug behind her. You can't see him. He's in his thick stuff. He's right. He's just looking at her. Good bug. Jason Science is behind the camera this morning with White Knuckle Productions. Thank you, buddy.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure.
Thanks for hanging these stands. I gave you a C- on that this morning.
I think
I got to change that.
Turns out you were right.
Oh my goodness, look at that deer. He's already gotten stiff. We just sat in the stand for about an hour giving him time, and he's already gotten stiff. But look at that, he's a mainframe 12 with a split off this brow. I cannot believe this. Unbelievable.
2019 ended up being a pretty awesome year, but 2020 is shaping up to be an even better one. I've got a new lease. I've still retained my lease in Southwest Wisconsin. I've got several deer to talk about later in the year, and hopefully am able to connect with one of those. I also have a trip planned to Missouri to go hunting whitetails down there, and my best friend in the world, Dave Prochnow, and I are going to go down there and see if we can't get it done. Thanks for tuning in to the White Knuckle Web Show. Look for us in the future on YouTube, Facebook, and all the different social media outlets where we post our content. Thanks for watching.